Hey YouTube, this is Nash Taters. Welcome back to another episode of War of the Visions. Now today we're going to go over the Monday news, and then we're going to do our 4-month show and tell on this free-to-play account. Alright, let's go over the news first. So, I wasn't really expecting much, but it looks like they did give us some really nice things that we can look forward to next week, or actually this week. First off, they're going to give us the 2-headed dragon, and they're going to give us 3 MR vision cards as well. Now at first, when I was glancing through this, I wasn't too excited until I actually started looking at the actual effects. 2-headed dragon. The bestow effects is dark attack up, and the party ability is damage limit up. Now I'm going to go ahead and assume this damage limit up means that since the maximum damage in this game is 9,999, limiting the limit of that will be the party ability. Now, of course, I'm just guessing. I'm not exactly sure how that actually works, but logically speaking, that makes the most sense. And for those of you who already know this, I actually haven't looked this up because this is not something I actually saw until just now. Maybe you can educate the rest of us on that. The next MR card is going to be Envious Magic, which will be Salir's card. Cast time reduced, defense down, party ability, magic up. This is very, very good, obviously. Anytime you can reduce your cast time on a magician, it's a solid effect as is. And then, of course, you already get magic attack power up for this party, which is just more like a bonus, seems like. It's already so good. Again, damage limit up, light eater up. So this is clearly all geared towards dark units because of the fact that, well, we're going to get to it real soon. There's another raid coming. Slash attack up, evasion up. This card is going to be very, very good, given the fact that if you have the 3 sisters, or not the 3 sisters, what am I saying? The femme fatales, right? You have Kiton, you have Shadowlings, and you have Vinera. This is going to be very powerful for that team. Very, very powerful. And I'm jealous of my fiance's account because she has all 3. And I think a lot of people out there perhaps don't have all 3. Wish they had this. And if she gets this card, woo, she's going to have a solid team. Solid team. Of course, they're going to add the 2-headed dragon because of the Esper is going to be unlocked. And then you can acquire that to get to Limit Break 2. In celebration of Raid, looks like we are going to get Raid. And we're going to get lots of bonuses. As always, we get the 2,500 gems, 5 days, starting on the 22nd, so that's Wednesday. And then we get double bonus experience in campaign mode, and double gil and double experience when deployed in Chocobo. So this is pretty good if you need to quickly level up your units. I'm not really sure which units I want to use for the raid myself, but I'm leaning towards perhaps Gefgarion or Shadowlings. Now this is a big thing, right? This is a big thing because I actually created another account maybe like 2 weeks ago just to kind of see where the bonuses are, and then of course I deleted it because I ain't got time to be playing multiple accounts. But there wasn't a whole lot of bonuses when it comes to creating beginners accounts, and that's something I was thinking maybe they need to fix, and they actually did add some really nice stuff. Starting on the 22nd, if you're to create a bonus account, or a beginner's account, you'll be getting tons of gems or Visuors for 2 weeks straight. And it looks like the advertisement states they're going to be getting 10,000 gems. Now, also it states that this applies to folks that are already playing the game as well. So starting on the 22nd, everyone will be getting this as long as you're logging in. So 10,000 bonus gems. Wow, so we're getting 10,000 bonus gems, 10 straight days of free summons. That's the equivalency of 20,000 gems. So that's 30,000 gems. On top of that, we're already getting 4,500 in the last 10 days. So we got, I think, 4 or 5 days left of that. So total, you're going to be getting 24,500 free gems, or equivalency of. I see no reason to complain. There's so many ways to tell people don't complain. There's nothing to complain about. This game is very generous. Alright, moving on. One of my favorite aspects on news is when they tell us they're going to give us new scenes or new chapters. I'm always looking forward to this because you get nice gems, you get nice rewards, and there's always something you should keep maintaining. And I started to kind of pay attention to the storyline So I'm actually looking forward to scene 3 of chapter 7 myself. Of course, starting on the 22nd as well, they're gonna continue that trend where they'll release some sort of event to farm for a specific recipe, and then the following week they'll give you the event which you can farm for books to complement that specific recipe. In this case, it's going to be the daggers one that most of us probably are looking for. But if you look for other things to kind of fill out the rest of your equipment, of course, take this opportunity to do that. But bear in mind, they are going to be adding a new raid starting on the 22nd. The White Marshmallow raid. Looks like Square Enix and Gumi are big fans of flans. And as a result, all their raids are based off of food. Maybe we're gonna get turkey raid on Thanksgiving and gingerbread cookies on Christmas, hopefully. But that having said, I will go over a little bit more in details when we're getting closer. There's no reason to talk about it now. It's so far down the road. Most people aren't even thinking about it. But it looks like I think dark slashing units are gonna be like the big theme, and that's partly why they're pushing so hard on the cards they're pushing out, and of course Venor are being released, and then of course Shadowlings was a highlighted unit a week ago. So it's all pinpointing to the sign that Marshmallow Raid was indeed coming. I didn't expect it to be coming this early. I thought it's going to be again pushed back to August. But it's coming starting on Wednesday. Be prepared. Be prepared for another grind. Again, I'm going to set myself limits. I'm really just going to try to get 1 or 2 recipes and get those free rainbows, and that's pretty much it. Call it a day. Alright, that's it for the news. Let's move on to the show and tell portion of this video. Last time we went over that I barely had units that were maxed. Well, in another month I have lots of units built in terms of getting them strong enough to participate in future events. I got my Mon to level 99. I got my, well, Orlando was already 89. I think he was the only one that was 89. Mediana's so close to 99. So 2 more days, she will be maxed out. And then I can finish her jobs. Look at this, just need to finish it off. I have 1,423 red spheres, but yeah, I need to fill this out because you need 210 for all 3 jobs. So I'll get that taken care of as soon as tomorrow comes, because tomorrow will be ice day. And then of course I would try to get this done. I was actually waiting to see if I could wait for the 2x drop, but I'll just bite the bullet and get this done quickly as possible, because I need to still work on the next following stage, which will be the yellow stage of jobs, and then catch up to get her to job 12 and then finish off as soon as within the next few days. So that's where she's at. She's looking really good. I can't wait to get this Kalido Moon. It's pretty solid. My Ayaka is looking pretty good too. She is pretty close. I mean, 100 something. That's only what, like 2 times, 3 times. If they release a 40 shards for 2,000 gems, I would definitely do that. As you can see, I fully awakened her, so that means I have access to some of her best abilities in the game. At least I think they're the best abilities in the game, because full life is so powerful. I'm actually trying to work on her jobs. I'm really farming hard to get her job points so I can try to really fully max her, right? I unlock Holy, Full Life, Meteor. I'm using her as a Time Mage sub job, which I think is the best, because you have access to Full Life, Holy, you have access to Cura, and I think Curada, so, and you have access to Raise, you have access to Haste, Meteor, so she can do tons of damage, and she can support as well. So I'm going to try to really finish her off soon, but I'm a little far off in terms of fully limit breaking her. Hopefully they will do another feature unit banner, so that way I can get another 2,000 quickly. Just doing her daily grinds in terms of the hard nodes. Zazan is still sitting pretty at 85. I still decided that I'm not going to work on him to 99 just yet. He's done pretty much what he needed to do in terms of just going in there and charming people. So he's quite useful at 85 for now. Shadowlings, I finished her off at 79, and she is very close to 89 as well. And of course, this won't happen until I hit unlock Limit Break 5, so that's going to take quite a bit, because it will be another 200 shards for her for that. But on Dark Day, I'm gonna finish these off and then just finish her, be happy with her at job 12 for now. So Lear is the big thing, right? Because many of you who've seen my video, I was able to get her, and I've been working on her religiously, and I got her quickly to max cap at 89, and she will be finished soon, hopefully alongside with Ayaka. So therefore, I'm gonna have pretty much a solid damage, solid defense, solid attacker slash supporting team. Very powerful team indeed. And I'll just slowly finish her off as well. When Lightning Day returns on 2x drops, I will go ahead and finish that off. And then I'm thinking about Gefgarion or Shadowlings in terms of the White Flaunt raid. I think Gefgarion, I should have enough materials to unlock him. Actually, I don't, because I need 1 here, then 3. No, 1, 2, and 3, right? So I need 6 total, and I only have 5. But with the new quests coming out, the new events coming out, I should be able to finish it. So that's something I'm contemplating, because I have the materials to get him to Felt Knight max level because of the event I bought up the memories, and then I've been actually not really working too hard on him in terms of jobs, but that shouldn't take too long. So I think I am going to go with Shadowlings, even though she'll only be 79. I don't know how people feel about that in terms of multiplayer like that. We'll see. Worst comes to worst, I can just bring Orlando as a slash attacker. I am actually also working on Sasha. She is actually getting there too. She shouldn't take too long to get to Limit Break 5. And because of the fact that we're going to be getting 100 pulls free, I think I have some chances to kind of pull more of her. And again, just deciding what would be the next step in terms of unit building to finish off the Awakening. And again, I'm not really working on her too hard, but I did start getting her bravery fully done. I'm going to start decreasing her faith to 30. And yeah, she's coming around slowly but surely. And I think the main unit I want to focus on next will be Ziza, once I have the other main units finished. I think I'm working on her every day, farming her nodes, and then buying up her shards when I see them in the shops. And again, she is work in progress. Again, once you reach that Awakening 4 and 5 and 6 is usually where people most likely are contemplating about continuing forward or not. But as I talked about before, her Trustmaster is pretty much one of the better ones in the game. Highly sought after by a lot of players. Frederica is actually, I just finished her to Limit Break 3. So again, it's just a matter of wanting to, or having the desire to get her completely finished to start her off at level 79. I feel like Frederica is a really great unit, but not necessarily needed. Yeah, I always felt like Frederica is more of a supporting unit because of her buffs and damage from a distance, but I already have decent supporting units, and I have very good attackers here, here, and here. So I think I'm going to keep her again in the background for now. I did pull the Yerma a little while back, and then of course Gilgamesh a while back, and Salir's brother. The Trinity Sisters are going to be on hold for a little bit. I do want to work on Nasha. I think that's going to be my other option as a tank for this specific account. And then the rest is just units that I thought about, but then, just don't really have the resources to work on. For this account, I don't think I'm going to be pulling for Warrior of Light, since that's going to be my main goal for my pay to win account. I think what I'm going to do is, if Whisper comes around, I'll go after her. And if I can get Whisper, then the next projects will be the Trinity Sisters together. So that is my goal. I do plan on releasing a video this week. I was actually been brainstorming, it's been brewing in my head, and I've been writing a lot of things down. And I really want to talk about and discuss the topic of Second Squad. And I think most of us, if not all of us, who've been playing this game since global launch, probably most likely have anywhere from 4 to 6 units perhaps, either fully maxed or just viable enough place on your team. So I think it's a good time to discuss, going into the next 3 months, your next squad, anywhere from 5 to 6 units. And I think I'm going to give you my opinion on what I think should be filling out some of the roles that you perhaps need. In terms of progression, I did not complete the tower on this account, but I did get the Crimson Saber. I think most people perhaps definitely had that goal to get the Crimson Saber. So in case I pull rain, that's something I can work on. For me, I just felt like it wasn't really worthy my time to grind it up since my units aren't really maxed out. And on my pay to win account, I cleared it pretty easily. But again, I didn't go through fully the second time, and I didn't even obviously think about the third time. Looking at the rewards for the tower, that's one thing I learned. They're not really worth my time. If I'm going to spend the same amount of time to beat the stages the second time around, they don't give me gems, they don't give me summoning materials, they only give me like metals and gold. I just feel like not worthy the extra, 10 to 40 hours of time sink. I think you can farm all those items from other places. And obviously people are going to say, well, what about when you're trying to max out Crimson Saber? Just bear in mind, you can actually get the materials here from normal Chocobo Expedition. Albeit it's going to take some time to get them. But, was it really worth it? I think that's up to the individual if they feel like, it's worthy of investing and sinking that time into that grind. For me, I didn't feel like it was worth it. Because one, I didn't have rain on this account. So I didn't really feel like I needed to do it, right? What am I going to do with that weapon? And I don't have Stern. I don't have anybody that can use that weapon. I just got it just because I know if I can get it, why not get it, right? And it was pretty easy to get. So that's my progression through that. I already showed you the footage that I beat Chocolate Flan Challenge no problem with a half-match team. Yeah, I did have Mediana, and I did have Ayaka, and I did have Orlando. But I used the strategy of using my charm as my main emphasis of strategy. And I have proved that I did it quite easily. Of course, I can't auto it, but that goes without saying. Over time, you should be able to do it once it returns. So I felt like I did enough for that specific raid and the challenge that I was satisfied with my progress. In terms of completing storylines, I'm on chapter 7. Story is very easy in this game, right? It's actually a great place to level up some of your units and farm job materials and whatnot. So story is pretty easy. In arena, I'm pretty much around like 15,000. Like I figure if I really want to push, I can push to less than 10,000 every week. But again, I don't really have the huge desire to do that. I really just want to enjoy the game from a complete casual and laid back perspective on this account. And as far as guild, we are still recruiting. We are getting more folks, but we're looking for more people. So if you want to join, just type in Calstra Nostra, and we do have a Discord here, and so you're more than welcome to come along. All we ask is that you log in every day and just do your guild battles and have fun. So Espers, I have Behemoth almost done, because look at all this. I can get him to I think 73. I just haven't need to do that yet, but the next project I'm going to work on is Ramu. As soon as I'm done with the Dark, I'm going to go ahead and switch to Lightning and get him done. Over time, I think as I get more, I want to concentrate on Cactar, Iron Giant. Vision cards, I haven't really worked too hard on these. I do have a lot of eggs stored, I just haven't worked too hard on them. Because as you saw, I beat most of the hard content, not really needing to emphasize on cards, And my goal, my ceiling on this account isn't to try to beat the best at everything that I do. It's just to prove that I can beat it, and beat it with minimum effort. I think that's the key. I want to show minimum effort and still be able to crush things. And I think I have been crushing things. Of course, I have to manual it, but I don't have an issue with that, because I think part of the game is to really come up with a strategy and then go ahead and implement that strategy. When you're relying on auto and AI to control your units, I don't feel that's very satisfactory for me anyways. I feel like I need to manually to get myself that feeling that I accomplished something. And of course, it's a game, so why would you not actually want to play it? Just autoing seems a bit boring. At least that's my opinion. But I am going to work on Shiva, Ramu, Trousseau, and this card, I always forget the name. Echoing Screams. Very good card. But hopefully I can get my hands on a couple of those MR cards. And I think those are going to be good cards. I know this one I really like. I'm glad I got him because he does have Pierce attack and attack. So that's going to be really solid for my Sasha. And maybe eventually if I can get Victora as well. So I can have a Dragoon squad. So yeah, I'm quite excited about the future of this game. I'm quite excited about the near future of the game in the next couple of weeks. I can't wait to do those 10x pulls every day. It's going to be great video making, right? And hopefully you guys all get nice items and nice characters and whatnot from your pulls. But yeah, tell me what you think of my account. If you feel like it's up to par, if you don't think it's up to par, you know, whatever. Share your opinions, good or bad, it's all good. It's all welcomed. I think that is all the time I have for this video. I don't want to drag too long. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Nash Tater and his Wolfpack out.